Hi guys, so YouTube called and I answered. I had to because it was such a long time. It's been about 10 months since I was on YouTube and I've been missing it and thinking of coming back and still feeling confused. But now I'm back and I feel like I'm ready. My name is Billion, wholesomely Billion if you want. And if this is your first time on this channel, thank you so much for joining me and welcome. Karibu sana, okay? And if you're returning back, you've watched some of my videos before, thank you so much for coming back again and being part of this channel. So I want to trace back to last year when I started my channel. I had been thinking about starting a YouTube channel for a long while, but I didn't have the courage. So last year I got the courage to do that. So I put on the camera and then I recorded a few videos, about 7 or 8. You can go and check them, they're still there. So I did that and I didn't know what exactly I wanted to do. So the easiest thing was lifestyle content, not easiest but a no-brainer sort of, was just showing my life, okay? However, I hit a rock because I work from home. I do web design and digital marketing and SEO, copywriting, all that jazz. So that means most of the time I'm in the house. I'm a homebody. I feel comfortable in the house. So it's something I need to change, but that aside, I'm always in the house. So most of the time I didn't see content that I could shoot. Yeah, I didn't see something fun that I was engaging in that I could shoot to keep the channel lively and also to give you something to look forward to, okay? So that's why I stopped. I couldn't continue because I felt it wasn't sustainable. And also something about lifestyle content that I realized is it depends a lot on how you're feeling and how your mood is. And as girls, you know, it's always like this. Very high highs and very low lows, yeah? So sometimes I also found it really hard when I was going through it. I found it hard shooting. So that's the reason why I paused for a while. Also, I was looking now, because lifestyle content was not fitting so much into my life, was not fitting smoothly into my life. I found it was a bit of a struggle. I wanted something that would just slide in. If you've read Atomic Habits, say if you want to adopt new habits, make it easy. Just find a way to insert it into your routine, okay? So I wanted something that fits into my life and does not disrupt it. By then, I had not really figured out what that would be. And that's why the break took a bit longer, but we're ready now. So now that I've explained why I was away, so what can you expect? I actually don't know why I really didn't go this direction when I was starting YouTube. I guess it's because back then, I think there are two reasons why I didn't do this kind of content that I want to start doing now. First of all, I was doing copywriting back then. Copywriting was my main service. And I was working with an agency. So agency work is very repetitive. So when you're doing content, like we were working with home improvement businesses. So people do roofing, construction, plumbing. So you'd find that you have like 10 clients who are doing the same thing and you have to create content for them. Because if you have like 10 clients, maybe you want to say benefits of this specific roof, you'll do that same blog for several other companies. And that's got a bit monotonous and very boring, I may say, okay? So I didn't find it very interesting, not interesting enough for me to create content on. Secondly, I also couldn't do web design. I couldn't shoot content on web design because I was still learning. I had started web design in 2023, but I felt like I was still not ready to share this. Even when I was talking to people, I wasn't very confident. I used to feel some imposter syndrome because I was already working on a few client projects and also mostly people who I know who wanted me to create their websites. But I still didn't feel very ready to create content on that. It's been about over 2 years now since I started web design, and it's becoming like a favorite thing of mine, something I enjoy doing. Mind you, I even find myself dreaming about the project I was doing before I slept. You know, like that's how much web design has gotten into me. And even copywriting that had started becoming now boring to me has now started becoming enjoyable because I stopped working with the agency and now I just do freelancing work. And for some reason I feel like the creative juices are coming back and I'm now enjoying work, because last year and early this year I was not enjoying work. I was really struggling with it, but now I find that I enjoy my work. I look forward to doing a few things, especially web design. So when I started thinking of coming to YouTube, it was a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer. I was like, this is the thing I'm going to be doing. This is the thing I'm going to share. I'm going to share my journey as I learn, as I continue learning, because there's so much more that I need to learn. And I'm going to share my journey, what I've been learning since 2018, because I started digital marketing, that is copywriting first and SEO, and then into web design about 7 years ago. Okay, so 7 years of knowledge, 7 years of projects, 7 years of learning and mistakes, I was like, this is the thing I'm going to share with my people. So this is the thing. If you're a business person, and also if you're someone who wants to do web design and web development, no code needed, this is the channel for you. First of all, I'll be doing content, beginner friendly content on web design, on copywriting, on SEO, and all these digital marketing things. Okay, so, and when I say beginner friendly, I mean beginner friendly. From what are you supposed to start with? From, like, you open a laptop, what do you do first before you start designing your website? I'll be talking about the process. What's my process of getting clients, onboarding them, doing the work for them, the tools that I use. I'll be doing all those. I'll be showing you my journey. What have I learned today? Because I'm still learning. I'm still in the process of learning, adding on to the knowledge that I've had. I'll also be doing days in the life. So of course, if you want to be a web designer, you also want to see a bit of the days of a web designer. How do our days look like, especially freelancing web designer? I'll be doing such content. I'll be doing how-to tutorial. Okay, how do you choose a color palette for a brand? How do you choose fonts? How do you upload these on the site that you're using? What are the tools that you need if you want to do web design? Okay, all these I'll be incorporating them, and you're going to enjoy such content. I'm going to make them fun. I'm going to make them very educative and value packed. And if you're someone who's never ever gone into that field and you want to learn a thing or two, you're going to get such content here. So if you're that person, if you're the person I'm talking to, a business person who wants to DIY their own brand and website, or a beginner web designer who wants to learn from the very basic onto the professional stuff, you need to pause, subscribe right now, because this content can't pass you. You can't allow such content to pass you. Just pause, subscribe, like, and then down there comment the things that you've always wanted to learn. Okay, if you're someone who wishes to do web design, what have you always wanted to learn? If you're someone who has already started but you're stuck somewhere, where are you stuck? Okay, comment down below, and I'm going to go through your comments and I'm going to answer them in a video. Every comment I'll be looking at them. If it's something I can do a video on, I'll be doing a full video on that, so that I give you value packed content. Okay, so I think that's it. The point is, we are back, we are taking a different direction, and you're going to do very value packed content, educational content. And by the time we're done, even after a year, we're going to be fully professional, okay, in web design and digital marketing, copywriting, SEO, all those things, local SEO, things like Google My Business. How are you supposed to set it up? How frequent are you supposed to post so that you rank on Google? Okay, all these things, we're going to discuss them, and you can't afford to miss this. If you choose to miss this, that's your choice, but you're going to miss out on a lot. Okay, so if you don't want to miss out on that, just subscribe, and then we kick it off. How frequently can you expect the videos? Okay, so I want to make this very sustainable for me, and I also want to be able to do content that's valuable to you. I don't want to focus on how many videos I can roll out, but I'm going to try and make it one long video per week. Okay, one long video per week. But I'll also be shooting and posting shorts. That's on Shorts YouTube, on Instagram Reels, as well as on TikTok. You can find me on Instagram, wholesomely_billion. Billion is double L. As well as on TikTok, wholesomely billion. So you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and I'll be posting short videos there, but they're also going to be value packed. I'll also be posting a bit of my life behind the scenes and my life on those platforms. So follow me there, and then keep up with the shorts here. But once every week, you can expect a long video. Okay, so I hope I'll see you on the next video, and remember, you only lose when you quit, so don't quit. Okay, see you on the next video. Bye.